Hi guys, this is Sai Rahul from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today I am going to explain you about modeling of TCSC and GCSE for stability studies. We are making this video for our Tech Talks May 2020. So let's get into the content. Today we are going to give you introduction about TCSC, facts, etc. And later we are going to discuss in detail about facts, but in detail it seems not in detail, but we can easily know what the hell is with TCSC. Like, which means you can easily understand the TCSC by the content which we have given. And later we are going to give the introduction about TCSC and advantage of TCSC, and finally our the modeling of TCSC and GCSC. Here comes the introduction. Actually, with daily life we are having many problems regarding power quality. See, for most common thing is power fluctuations. Like, we sometimes we get high voltages, sometimes we get low voltages. So due to these fluctuations, our products like electrical applications like TVs, fridge, etc., they will get damaged. So it is very important for us to avoid these fluctuations. Most disgusting thing is that when we get these kind of fluctuations, even we, like, from till 2000 we don't have any particular device. That was the biggest drawback for inventions. Like, so to avoid this thing, after 2000, most of our electrical engineers came up with an idea and the technology. Facts is nothing but facts, but the facts is a technology which is used to enhance the quality of power which we are getting nowadays. You can see the importance of the facts because uh, when I was a kid I used to have the stabilizer at my home, but today even if I want to see a stabilizer I was unable to see because this is the way facts changed the entire power transmission. So we get into the content about facts. Yeah, here is the facts. Fact is nothing but flexible alternating current transmission system. Simply we can say that flexible AC transmission system. It sounds good, right? Yeah. Facts is used for AC systems, as in DC we won't get any 204 like oscillation, thrust and crest. So this is useful for only AC transmission systems. Uh, as going to the definition, a fax is a system composed of static equipment used for the AC transmission of electrical energy. As I already explained that we are going to use this fact for AC transmission of electrical energy. And second point, it meant to enhance the controllability and increase power transfer capabilities of the network. The word itself indicates that enhance the controllability, which means we are controlling the power with the help of this fact device. It is fact also helps us to increase the transfer capability. Like, see, when if you want to transfer a particular amount of power from one place to another, if the place is near to the generation plant, there will be no problem. If the place is far from the generation plant, definitely there are going to be a huge amount of losses. To avoid these losses, fact will help us. Like, it is generally a power electronics based system. uh, the word power electronics based system means where we are combining both electrical and electronics, because most of the fax system has thyristors, diodes, etc. So this is a combination of high power and electronic circuits. So it is named as power electronics basis system, but we generally use as fact system because it sounds very easy. And the fact system is used to provide a controllability. You know what? Actually, facts system has different types of devices. Like there are many kind of devices. These classifications are made based on the construction of the devices. Here are the different types of fact devices. One is series control. Series control devices are nothing but where the capacitor or reactor are connected in series. There are few examples for this series like TCSC and TSSC. TCSC, which we are going to discuss in future, comes under this series controllers. So we need to make sure that we will know each and every bit of information about TCS control, like not about TCS control, about series controllers. So it will be easy for us to understand a TCSC controller. And most commonly and most widely used system is also TC like series controllers. And when it comes to the shunt controllers are nothing but these words are itself indicating that shunt controllers are nothing but the capacitors or inductors or anything else are connected in parallel to each other. They're connected in shunt. In this shunt controller, one of the world's biggest used device is STATCOM. The latest version of STATCOM is DSTATCOM. DSTATCOM comes under this shunt controller device. So the device is very popular. So it got very important that in each and every country they are using these STATCOM systems in their transmission substations. And when it comes to the third one, shunt series controller, it is nothing but the combination of both series controllers and the shunt controllers. The best example for is UPFC. And when it comes to the fourth one, series controller, the series controller is the combination of both series controller and another series controller. It's nothing but the combination of two biggest controllers. And yeah, here comes our most important one, TCSC. TCSC is nothing but thyristor control series capacitor. In this system we are using two thyristors, bidirectional thyristors. That's why we got the name thyristor control series capacitors. If we are going to use the gates like IGBT, etc., we are going to name it as gate control series capacitor. That's what GCSE stands for, gate control series capacitors. In this, as you can see in thyristor control series capacitors, here is our block diagram. Here is the capacitor which is connected, and here is the inductor which is connected with series with this bidirectional thyristors. And thyristor control series capacitor is one of the important device in series control family. Here are the advantages of a TCSC system. TCSC system got many advantages, like it continues control the transmission lines in series compensation level, and it suppresses the subsynchronous oscillations. Subsynchronous oscillations is nothing but like when we have deviation, simply we can say it as a deviation, and it prevents the loop flow of power, and it decreases DC offset voltage. DC offset, as I mentioned, that its fact device are only for AC, but in the case of TCSC we can also use it for DC transmissions. This is what the very interesting thing about TCSC, because it can be, we can use it for both the DC and AC. And here comes our model. Before knowing our modeling of TCSC, uh, the most important thing is why we are doing this modeling. We are doing this modeling because to study the sustainability, stability of the system. Like if we just simply we are testing our system, that is what the modeling of TCS and GCS. A TCS involves continuous time dynamics relating to voltage and currents in the capacitors and the resistor and non-linear discrete switching behavior statistics. I know you won't understand the terminology, but you can simply understand that TCSC involves in continuous time dynamics relating to voltages and currents in the capacitor. Like see, as you are all connected in series, whatever the whatever the work will be done will be done in all the components, like at a time will be done in all the components at a time. And there are two types of TCSC modeling. One is a variable resistance model and second is fire angle modeling. Now we are going to discuss both this modeling to know how the system is sustainable or not. The transmission system operates in a synchronous steady state with the only we have to make few assumptions uh, because we have to make these assumptions because to understand the sustainability levels of the system. In first assumption we are going to make is I already said the transmission system operates in a synchronous steady state with the only dynamics associated with generators and PSS. And second assumption we are going to make is the variable resistance of TCSC model assumes that availability of continuous reactance range and it's thereby applicable for multi-modeling TCS configurations. And here is the variable resistance model of the TCSC. Variable resistance is one of the resistance model to test for the transient stability studies. In this variant reactance model, we are going to assume that transmission system operates in sinusoidal state. As I mentioned, this is the major assumption which we have to do in this variable reactance. As you can see the block diagram, we have few blocks like power scheduling controller and modulation controller, and you can see these controllers are nothing, as you can see these controllers are nothing but our main blocks, like where we have the thyristors, so that these blocks are most important. And by the end of this block diagram, like by the end of this system, we will get a perfect power product. I was not explaining everything clearly because due to the time sake, if I have to explain everything in detail, I cannot complete this video. It may lead to 1 hour. So I want to make sure that the video is going as fast as possible, and I was giving a brief introduction about all the things. And here comes the second stage, long-term stability model. In this model, we can see the VI characteristics of the graph of the system. Here is the VI characteristics, and this VI graph has two regions. One is a transient overload region, and second is temporary overload region. These both regions are continuous regions. You may get confused that temporary overload region is discontinuous, but temporary overload regions is also a continuous region. The variable reactance model does not does not account for the inherent dependence of TCSC response time on the operating conduction angle. Therefore, entirely incorrect results may obtained for the high conduction of angle operations of TCSC. Whenever the power swing frequency is greater than 2 Hz, like which means if you want to get a good results, the power swing frequency must be less than 2 Hz. so that we will get a good amount of power, like with a quality power. And here comes the application of TCESC system. Before, I already mentioned you that facts are more widely used devices, but these TCSC systems have a beauty that they are affordable, affordable, which means first affordable controllable system is STATCOM. After the STATCOM, TCSC had that place. So more widely this TCSC system have been used, but at present days are changing, so people are get converting into D STATCOMs and everything. So first this TCSC system was tested on European power system. So they are the first who tested this system, and they came to a conclusion that this system can face voltage collapse or maximum loading point corresponding to 2120 megawatts, which can increase in the net load, which means you can see it is doing a phenomenal job to enhance the power quality. So if a TCS is installed to provide 50% compensation of the line, experience the highest increase in the power at the point of collapse, the maximum load ability will be enhanced to 3534 megawatts, which means it's a huge amount. Uh, Small electronic devices are making a huge amount of difference. And finally you can see our entire product result. See, without TCSC device we are going to have very little bit of oscillations, but when compared to with TCSC it had happened, and without TCSC you can see there is a huge amount of oscillations. Like, see, they even not getting stabilized even after 8 seconds, but with TCSC we are getting a stable power after just 2 seconds, which means it's a good amount. Like we are it is like you know what, it is a new model engine. Like if you have a old engine in our automotives, we to get from 620 to 60 it may take 3 to 4 seconds, but now at present, like some big brand like Ferrari, Tesla, etc., it is reaching in just 1 or 2 seconds. That is what the thing happening with the TCSC. It's like it is increasing the power enhanced quality, and moreover there are other devices to do the job, but TCSC got its special place. Yeah, hope by the end of this video I hope that you understood what is facts, what is TCSC, and the modeling of TCSC and GCSC. And I forgot to explain you that the most important thing is that GCSC and TCSC have similar characteristics. The only thing they differ is it is thyristor operated and this is gate operated. So except apart from that everything is same. So I didn't explain about GCSC clearly because they both have the same features. So this is the end of the video. Next time when we are going to enter another video, I will make sure that you will have a clear picture of particular device. Thank you.